So today we're going to talk about all things leg strength, kind of break down a little bit of yesterday's video. And if you missed it, yesterday she crushed me, but we did a 6-minute leg makeover. It was all body weight. And as a guy who like squats, deadlifts heavy, what I think, I was hurting, I was burning. So go back and see some of the bad faces I was making. But Coach Tash is gonna kind of break down all things legs. We're gonna talk about how to make some of those exercises easier, but maybe how to make them harder, alternatives, kind of stuff like that.
Thank you for the intro, Coach Brady. So like he said, it's still on there if you missed it yesterday. Don't miss our future ones, by the way. Just make sure you put click on the little bell. But so basically that workout was body weight. Again, like we said before, body weight is just enough. You don't always need to have weights. You could even use bands too. It's actually kind of funny because this, if you actually clicked on the link for the video that is connected to yesterday's live. So it's Sculpt Your Legs. Coach Ashley's in there, myself too, and Coach Lindsay. And basically that one brings these ankle bands that you can use. So yeah, so body weight's just fine. If you don't have weights, resistant bands are good too. So we're gonna jump into like maybe some of the modifications for that workout. Maybe you thought, they were a little too difficult, or maybe you're just a beginner and you just want to know like other alternative ways to do those exercises. So the first one that we did was jump squats. And yes, in the word, in the exercise name, it is saying that you're jumping, but if you cannot jump, don't want to jump, it's okay. You can actually just do static squats in place. And then slowly, if you want to just do half of them, maybe in static, if you feel you're, up to doing them jumping, then you can just go ahead and give yourself a nice little propel. But if you need a modification, you can actually just go ahead, just do static squats in place. You can put the hands here for stability or on the waist. And then once you're ready, build yourself up to jumping off the ground. And then you might start off by just jumping a little bit, and then as you get stronger, you'll be able to kind of lift up a little bit higher. Ooh, I'm a little out of breath. I just did a couple, so.
Yeah, and one of the things I think it's kind of an in-between just before we move on is kind of like the point of a jump squat is to build power, right? Which is one of the first things that we start losing as we age. And power just really means speed. So squatting faster is like one way. So if you're not comfortable jumping, like maybe you think you're gonna fall, right? All you really need to do is almost pretend you're gonna jump. It's a little bit less impact, but you're still getting that power aspect of like, pretend you're gonna jump, but you're glued to the floor.
Yeah.
So just one kind of in between.
I just thought of another modification. We can actually just do the squat and then just maybe raise up on the tippy toes instead. And then that could be maybe step 2. So regular static, then that one, and then the full jump once you're ready for that one. So we also did some single leg toe touches. That sounds very like, oh my gosh, what is that? Basically just being able to touch one foot with your hand while lifting up the other one. Now, the original one is kind of like this, slowly bending the knee, touching, and going back up. You can tap, use your opposite leg to tap, or if you can't get off just yet because you don't feel stable, comfortable enough to do that one, you can just prop your opposite leg, just the tippy toes, and then just slowly go and slowly inch down. And if you can't go as far down, just go as far as you can because you might have some tight hamstrings. Just go maybe to the knee, and then you bring yourself back up. And then as you continue to do it, as you progress, you'll be able to then, reach a little bit further. But it's okay, we all start somewhere. So again, like I say in our videos, like Coach Brady does too, and all the other coaches, like you do what you can. We're here to motivate and inspire you, but the biggest piece is just movement. Just getting up and doing something. If you're worried about balance, maybe during that movement, because I think that's probably one of the biggest concerns, is making sure that you are, focusing on what you need to use. So abs, right? So you're engaging your core muscles right there. You're gonna go make sure that you're slowly going down, not rushing through it. Because sometimes when you go ahead and just rush through these movements, like we mentioned before, you can hurt yourself, you lose balance, you're not targeting the muscle groups that that should be being worked. That should work during the exercise that you're doing. So making sure that maybe you put your arm out is what I did in the video, or just slowing down your tempo, your momentum, not rushing through it. And then as you do other ab exercises in your other exercises that you do during the week, you can build up your core strength, and you'll be able to have that stability that you need to do movements like that one.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people too are like scared to, especially in the gym or maybe even at home, scared to like take that regression or take that modification. Like for instance, like we have this here, right? You could always just kind of hold it. You do want to be conscious that you're not like super relying on it, right? So, but there's some psychology there, right? Of like, I'm gonna fall. So knowing this is here, a lot of times is gonna help you, even if you're like, oh wow, like I didn't even use it that set. Like something that, again, can just kind of help you with the mental side of any balance exercise, really.
I mean, it all starts with the brain. It all starts with the mentality. You know, when we start putting these obstacles and blocks, it's a mental block, and it interferes from you to doing your workouts, doing your day-to-day function. So very, very big, important piece right there by using your resources. If you're paying for a gym, use the bench. Use, you know, one of the boxes. They're there for a reason. Use one of the pulls from the cable pulley machines. If you have stuff at home, try to see what you have in your home that you can make use of to also give you that stability that you feel that you may need for that moment in time. So it's not a problem. We all start somewhere. We all have different levels. It's okay.
So I know yesterday we did 4 different leg exercises. I just want to know, what's your favorite? It can be one of those 4. It could be completely different. What's your favorite leg exercise?
I do like jump squats for body weights, but I also like those side lunges.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I have a lot. Show you them? Oh, of course, I'll show you them. Jump squats like we did in the beginning. Again, if you can't do the jump in like this with the arms to propel yourself, just give me here. We can do static and then tip, you know, raise up the heels and then work your way up. And then side lunges, we're here. I kind of like staying in one side. I know in the video I did alternating. So it's like this. And because not only are you working those legs, you're working the glutes too. So I like workouts that kind of do combination.
Right. That's the great thing with the leg exercises, that you really like. There's different angles and stuff, but like most of them are getting a lot of 2 or 3 different exercises, and you got your quads, your glutes, your hamstrings all together.
He's right about that. Well, guys, so I like to personally do legs like 3 to 4 times a week. Brady, how many times for you?
Twice.
2.
Upper body guy.
Makes sense, girls, guys, we got it. But it's okay. But if you're wanting, you know, just a friendly reminder, a more comprehensive breakdown of a good leg workout, check out Sculpt Your Legs with our girl, Coach Ashley, and myself, Coach Lindsay, and you will be in for a treat. So if you like videos like this, please make sure to let us know, and we will see you next time.